Hi, everyone. So I am Roger Sanchez. I'm the job placement coordinator here at San Diego City College, and this is Finding Your Fit, Career and Employment Support for You. So real quick, I do want to go over the services that are offered at the Career Center. Available of services are career exploration. So we do have counselors here at the center to assist you with exploring your major, especially if you're undecided or not sure what path to follow. We do have our counselors here who can support you in that. We also have career development. So career development would include resume writing, cover letter, interviewing, networking, and workshops. So those are things that we have at the center that we can support you with. So if you want to brush up your resume, you haven't started one yet, we are here to support you. The services here at the center is that we have an open computer lab, so you are able to print for free with anything that is transfer or career related. We have a physical job board and an online job board we call Handshake, and I will go over that in a minute. And then you are able to book an appointment with the job placement coordinator if you need help with resume, cover letter, and things like that through Handshake. And if you need an appointment with a career counselor, that would be scheduled through the center. So just let us know. We are located in A301, so third floor, room 301. Our phone number is 619-388-3722. You could also email us at citytran@sdccity.edu. Our hours of operation are Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then on Friday is virtually by appointment only. And then feel free to give us a follow on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is SD City Career. On there, we post all the opportunities that come our way. So definitely it's a great way to know about events that are happening and things like that. A little bit about me as a job placement coordinator. So my position is identify, post, and promote job opportunities, which include internships to our students and also our alumni, those who have graduated and moved on. We communicate job opportunities to faculty, students, and staff so that everybody knows about the different opportunities that are available to you. I do collaborate with the person we call the employer relations liaison. So she's the one, they are the ones who go out and connect with employers, who try to recruit employers, really letting them know why they should hire the students here at San Diego City College. Now, I do want to talk about a Handshake. Handshake is the nation's #1 college to career network. What that means is that Handshake is used by almost a lot of universities and community colleges. For example, SDSU uses Handshake, and so does UCSD. So it's a great way for students to find great jobs, entry-level jobs, or also paid internships that are available to you. And those are all through Handshake, the app Handshake. On Handshake as well, you can view job postings, employer networks, or you can connect with employers, book appointments if you want to make an appointment with a job placement coordinator. Also, employer messaging, they can message you on the app. So employers will not message you outside of the app. They will message you within the app. And then events and career fairs. So a lot of events that we're having, career fairs that are being hosted, whether here at City College or any of the other schools within the district, they will be promoted on Handshake. And then you can build up your career profile, putting what are your soft skills, technical skills, job experiences, upload your resume, so that you can see what's a better match for you based on the things that you've done, but also the things that you're interested in. The student experience is a student login single sign-on. So you'll fill out your profile with career and interests, browse recommended jobs and events, message directly with employers, schedule appointments, apply for jobs, and get interviews and get hired. So all that through Handshake. So it's really nice. It has like a social media feel to it, but instead of just looking at other content creators, you're looking at different opportunities that exist within San Diego. This is the app. So this is the QR code to download Handshake. It looks like a neon green, it's a neon green square with a dark blue H. So that's Handshake. And it could be downloaded from the Apple Store and also Google Play. But also you can sign up and log in through a desktop or your laptop. So right there at sdccity.joinhandshake.com/login. And just make sure that you create an account and you log in with your student email account. So that's the one that has usually your first initial, last name, maybe some numbers at the end, at student.sdccity.edu. All right. So some of the things that I do want to go over today is the power of a strong resume. So your resume is the first impression for many employers. So you want to make sure that we clearly communicate your skills, experiences, and qualifications, because a lot of employers won't really give you that much time on your resume. So you want to make sure that you tailor it to the position that you're applying for. You want to make sure that it's easy for them to read and find out if you have the skills that they're looking for. If they're having to look through information or can't really figure you out through your resume, odds are they might not move forward with you as a candidate. Also, make sure your contact information is on their name, phone number, email, LinkedIn. Your LinkedIn, I would only put on there if it's been updated. So if it's not been updated, do not put it on there. And then also your education, include relevant coursework, GPA, awards, especially if you don't have much experience, you definitely want to showcase things that you've done while you're in school. And then real quick, some of the things that we should know is formatting. So we definitely want to keep it to one page. Now, the only times where you would see 2 to 3 pages if it's like middle management and you're moving up. So, but other than that, if you're entry level, fresh out of college, internship, your resume should only be 1 page. If you have more than 2 pages, odds are the employer will not even look at the second page. Your font should be 10 to 12 points, and it should be Arial times New Roman. So those simple, basic fonts. So this is not the time to get creative with fonts. And we also want to make sure that consistency, the formatting is all the same. So margins 0.5 inches. And then identifying your skills, you want to make sure you list your roles, whether they were unpaid, paid, club, service. Describe the tasks and responsibilities and the skills you gained while you were in those positions. For example, a retail role. So if you worked at, let's say, Target or Macy's, you can put customer service and teamwork are some of the skills that you can pull from that role. We also want to make sure that we're using active verbs. So verbs like led, managed, improve, transform tasks into impactful statements, help customers, could be provided excellent customer service as opposed to just help customers. You're elevating what you did. And quantify accomplishments. Highlight achievements with numbers. So a lot of times people want to see number things that you've done. For example, increase club membership by 30%. If you work in sales, you can talk about your numbers in sales. If you work, for example, you had to make a certain amount of if you work in retail, for example, and you had to open credit cards for different customers to open credit cards, you can say, I was able to get certain amount of people to open credit cards. And that's definitely, if you're looking for sales roles, you want to show that as well. If you were just in customer service, you can say, greeted 30 customers a day, help them find what they were looking for. So things like that, just showcasing numbers. So make sure match your skills to keywords from the job description. So you definitely have to look through the job description to know what are the keywords that they're looking for, what are the things that they're wanting, and that's usually where you're going to be pulling your skills from. So any skills that they mentioned there, those are the ones that you want to showcase and highlight. And then also proofread, get feedback. We do have the Writing Center here or the English Center, I believe, here at City College, and they can double check your resume or cover letter for errors. Now, they might not be able to give you feedback as to resume style and things like that, but they can definitely check for grammatical errors to make sure that you don't have any. Like I said before, recruiters spend at least 10 to 15 seconds on a resume. So we want to make sure that it stands out, that it's easy for them to read, to navigate, because if it makes it difficult, odds are they're not moving on with you. So building a resume with limited resources, use life experiences, volunteer work, committed activities to showcase skills like problem solving, time management, and adaptability. A lot of times, some of you may have skills, transferable skills that you don't know you have that you can add to the resume. So you definitely want to start thinking about what skills did you get from those different positions that you've done before, whether they were unpaid, paid, or volunteer work. If you have gaps in your resume, addressing gaps in employment should be, you should do it immediately. So you don't want them guessing. So you want to address it immediately. Focus on skills and experience you gain during those off periods, like tracking care of family, self-improvement, or any short-term gigs or freelance work that you did. A lot of times with a gap, you don't have to go into too much detail. Just let them know that you had a gap, as opposed to them trying to figure out why you had a gap. So we do have a lot of resources for resume creating on different platforms. So you can get free templates from us here at City College, the library, online, and there's other career resource centers across San Diego that can assist you. Again, if you want a printing of your resume, you can definitely do it here at the Transferring Career Center. If you, let's say you're gonna go to a job fair, career fair, and you need like 15 resumes, we can print them out for you here at the center. All right, something that everybody, a lot of people are talking about ChatGPT, AI, and I will say do not use ChatGPT AI for academia. So for your English class or anything like that, please do not use it. One, because it's not ethical, but two, the information that it pulls from is not necessarily what you want when writing a paper. For example, it pulls from Reddit, and it only needs 3 upvotes for it to pull from Reddit, and it also pulls from online resources in the internet, like Google Books and things like that, but it also pulls from Wikipedia. So just keep that in mind when using ChatGPT. Now, when using it to build your resume, that's a little different. It depends on the prompts that you're giving it. So real quick, now ChatGPT is available 24/7 to assist with resume writing and edits. So simply input your work experience and skills and receive suggestions for resume language. So you can say, give me resume bullet points for my position, let's say Target, and give me, or you can say, give me transferable skills, resume transferable skills for my position at Target when applying to a internship in government or something like that. So it would give you transferable skills that you can add to your resume. Another example, quick improvements for a strong resume. Example is ask, how can I describe my experience volunteering at a shelter to showcase my skills? So that's a prompt that you can use. So get specific phrasing for work you've done, even if it's not from a traditional job. So you can get a phrasing on how to explain on a resume the work that you've done in the past, whether it was unpaid or paid, volunteer or not volunteer. And then you can also ask ChatGPT to tailor your resume to a specific job description, rewrite my experiences to match a job title or role. Now, I will say, don't use ChatGPT as the end all. This is a tool that you can use to support you. So it's just a tool. It's not the end all. It's not what you shouldn't really rely heavily on it, but you can use it to spruce up that resume. Now, you can also use it for job search and application. For writing a strong cover letter, get help drafting personalized cover letters that highlight your adaptability and strength. Example prompt, write a cover letter for a retail job that emphasizes my customer service skills. And then you can upload your resume. Just make sure you upload it without your name and contact information, just the other information, so it could pull from, so it has something to pull from when it writes a cover letter for you, because ChatGPT does have, usually it will make up stuff for you if you did not give it something to pull from. And then also you can prepare for your interview. Let's say you do get that interview, you can use ChatGPT to practice interview questions. You can say, what are common interview questions for a food service job? How should I answer the question about overcoming challenges? So you can use it as a prep tool so that it helps you with interviews. Because a lot of times people get an interview and they don't know where to start to prepare for that interview. So sometimes they don't prepare, they just wing it. And that might work sometimes, but a lot of times it might not. So we want to definitely be prepared. And then boost your confidence in your job search. Get guidance on how to talk about any gaps in employment positively. Positively, I mean, sorry. How can I explain my time away from work to focus on family responsibilities? So different ways to show, how to answer certain questions that you may have a difficulty answering. ChatGPT can assist you and help you knowing how to maybe answer that question that you don't know how to put into words. Now, limited access of the free version of ChatGPT, I think a monthly subscription is $20, which it's a lot. So definitely you do have a free option, the free access one. There's no strict daily prompt limit, but access might slow down or be temporarily blocked during high traffic time. So if so many people are using ChatGPT, it might be slower for you. but usually it is free and you can get a few prompts in. So that's why it's so important to really plan out the prompts or what you want to ask it so that you can use it effectively. All right, so we want to make sure that we are setting realistic job and internship goals. So you want to focus on what's achievable right now. What can you do right now? So consider flexible part-time roles that fit your availability. Look for remote work opportunities to minimize transportation needs. Think about skills you already have, i.e. problem solving, customer service. Now, I did mention remote jobs on there. Now, I will say real quick that at this moment, there is a lot of companies that are moving back to in the office as opposed to remote. So just keep that in mind. Some of them might be hybrid, not so much just strictly remote. I'm not saying those jobs don't exist anymore. They're still out there. It's just that there's not as many as there was, as we were exiting the COVID-19. So small steps to success, identify 1 or 2 skills or job types that match your experience. Use these as a focus for your job search and internship. A lot of times we cast such a big wide net that we don't know where to start. So let's start about some of your strong skills that you do have. What is it that you're looking for? Where is it that you wanted to grow? Is there an industry that you're looking into, but you're not sure? Could we maybe get you an internship within that industry too, so you can get some experience and see if that's the industry that you definitely want to follow. And feel free to come to work. We want to work with you here at the Career Center. We definitely are pushing for paid internships so that you are not working for free, just because we know living in San Diego can be a little pricey sometimes. So also there's so many job boards and community resources out there. For example, here at San Diego City College, we have Handshake, which is a free job board for you to use. Just log in and sign up with your student email address. Also, Indeed and LinkedIn, you can filter by entry level, part-time, short-term work. So you can definitely do a search there. The only thing I will say when searching for jobs in Indeed and LinkedIn, do not apply through Indeed or LinkedIn. Make sure you look at those positions and look them up on the company website. Usually they will have it up top, will say careers, or it'll be all the way at the bottom of the page. It'll say employment, come work with us, careers. So search that position on the company website. And the reason I'm saying this is because there has been an uptick in scams. So we want to make sure that you're not getting scammed. So one of the best ways to avoid that is to apply through the company website. So Indeed and LinkedIn could just be for you to search. And then once you find the position, apply through the company website. But also sometimes the postings on LinkedIn and Indeed might be expired already. So they might not even be taking applications anymore. So you don't want to apply to a position that maybe is not even open anymore, and because you're just wasting time. So you want to make sure to see that it's still available on the company website. So there is career centers here at in A301, we have computer access, resume writing, printing, and job search help, so we can definitely assist you. Libraries and community centers, we provide internet and computer access. So definitely, I mean, I'm a big supporter of the public libraries. So definitely, if they have also workshops there as well, so that you can benefit from. You can use computers there. So definitely use a lot of these free resources that our tax dollars are paying for, so that you can maximize your search. And again, I talked about this a little bit, avoid scams and unreliable jobs, use trusted sites like Handshake, or apply directly to the company website. So that's something I just mentioned. So definitely, please don't get scammed. Highlight relevant skills and experiences you have. So include informal roles like helping family, babysitting, community, volunteering. So these are things that you can do. You can use ChatGPT or free templates to structure your resume and cover letter. Definitely, if you need a cover letter, don't know how to start it, ChatGPT can help you with that. It can give you an outline, or give me an outline of how I should structure my cover letter, and it would give you an outline. Tailor your application without cost. Use the job description keywords to make your resume stand out. Career centers can often provide free resume reviews and mock interviews. So not only here at City College, but a few career centers across San Diego County. And then also practice talking about your skills and experiences with peers and mentors. So really practice answering some of those interview questions, like tell me about yourself. Usually when someone asks you that question, tell me about yourself, they're not necessarily asking you about your personal life, they're asking more about your professional life. So for you, you're a San Diego City College student, what your major is, what you're looking to do, what internships are you looking for, what's your career trajectory, what have you done that can help you now. So those are things that you definitely want to be doing. And again, this is the app. I wanted to show it to you again. So definitely download Handshake if you can to start searching for just jobs. And then if you have any questions on it, just feel free to let us know.